Hi, this is Tracy from GiftBasketAppeal, and today I'm doing a design team project for Maymay Made It. I'm going to be making these adorable tags, so let's get started. So you all know how I love doing tags, and so this particular stamp set is called Tag Builder. How awesome is this? And I'm going to be using the tag, of course. Plus, I'm going to use this little sentiment here that says just for you, but it also has to and from. It has mark this off your wish list, a gift for you, and then it has these adorable flowers you can layer it with, like just right over the top there. The other stamp set I'm going to use along with this is Sunflower Wishes, and I know some of you who have watched my videos before may have seen these this particular stamp set. I'm going to be using the bigger sunflower. Okay, so I already loaded this onto my block. I'm using my larger block here, and I'm going to use the white paper, white cardstock, and then it gives me more flexibility to color it in whatever color I want. So for this, because it's a larger stamp, I am going to just bring my ink to the block so that I get good coverage on this. And I'm really loving the scalloped edges on this tag. I want you to see what this looks like. When I stamp it out, you'll get a really good look at it. So I want a really good print on this. And look at that. Look how cute that is. So for this gift tag, I'm also going to need to stamp out 2 flower images. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut these out. Okay, so look how adorable that is. And I left a little bit of the scalloped edges. You don't have to be that close to it. If you just want to do a straight line and just cut straight, you can. So it's up to you. Then I left a little bit of an edge on my flower as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting this out, or actually start coloring this. I'm going to start with the darker blue here. And I'm just going to go around the edges, just right here, just barely around. I think this is one of the funnest parts of card making, especially when you have images to color. This is just one of my favorite parts because I like to color. And this is fun when you get to add color to some of your images and you can really make it personal. So I just like to use colors that are agreeable to me. And sometimes it may not be agreeable to anyone else but me. But I like the way these particular colors look together. So you see how that's starting to come together already? And those little polka dots are adorable. So I'm thinking something like a little black edge. But we'll see how that looks. Just going around these darker circles. Okay, and let's take a little bit of, I'm going to go back and use this for the flower, because who says flowers can't be blue, right? I'm going to take up the lighter blue and just go around in the other direction, just giving it a little bit of color, lighter color right here. Just a lighter shade around the edge. So I still want the white in there, but I do want to just go around the other side, just get a little bit lighter in there. And it's up to you how fancy you want to get with this. As long as you're having fun, you're good to go. And I'm still going to get that red around here too, around the edge. I'm trying to add more coloring to my videos because many of you said you'd like to see my coloring process. So I'm just trying to talk to you about what's inside my head. And so with this particular challenge this month, there's always a challenge for us designers, for the design team. The challenge is to layer it up. So I'm going to be adding layers to this as well. This reminds me of a nice little cute scallop edge, like lacy like. Okay, so I'm going to take my red now. And of course, you know why I like this? Because it has stitching. That's the other reason I like this stamp set. I'm just going to go right along that stitched edge, just a little bit with some red, just to give it a little frame on here. And if you hear some noise, that's my dog under the table. He is in the craft room with me tonight. And he's trying to settle in. Okay, so just a little bit, just around that edge there. Not sure what it is, but I'm loving these two colors together. Okay, so I'm going to put some little polka dots on here. Just like that. Since there's already a little dotted design around it, I might as well continue a little bit with the polka dots. Nothing fancy. Okay, so I'm just putting that there. So now I've filled in a little bit of space here. So now I'm going to take my black marker and I'm just going to go around the edge here. And that's just going to give this a whole nother effect. So I'll do a part of it, and then I will go ahead and skip ahead to the next part. But I wanted that really dark border on there because to me it's going to make everything else stand out. So in this, on this particular project, you're going to see me using some heavy black lines to kind of outline everything. Makes it more defined. Look at that already. The nice thing about tags, you can use them all year round. Not just around the holidays. Okay, and we're going to go right around here. So you see how that is? Look how cute that looks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish that off. Okay, so that's all done. And look how cute that looks with that layer around it. I'm also going to take my black Uniball gel pen and I'm going to just go right around the outside. Let's get that started. Right around the outside of my red dots just to make them more defined. Just those little details. Just like that. Okay, and let's see, I may add some more on here. I'm not sure yet. I love the way that looks. Okay, so now for our sunflowers. I love these adorable sunflowers because you can use them all year round. I know I like to use them all year round. And I'm just going to do the center in red. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and have fun kind of coloring this in. I'm just going to do maybe a lighter shade and a darker shade of the blue. So I'll color in that first flower and then I'll do the other flower off camera. I'm just going to alternate. And since this is the Layer It Up challenge, I'll be layering this flower. Okay, so now I'm going to take my dark blue now and just do that outside part here. The flower that's closer up, I'm going to do that darker. I might do something a little bit opposite on the other flower. Yeah, my coloring is nothing fancy. I like shading recently. I've become obsessed with shading. And I'm having a fun time learning. Okay, I'm just going in a little bit more around here. I think I'll go out there too, just to make the center a little bit more darker. Right around there. Okay, and now with my black marker, I'm just going to, just a little bit, I'm going to make a dark line right around here. I told you my stuff is nothing fancy. I just love coloring. Maybe some dots to make it fun, right? And on the outside, which may seem kind of strange, I'm imagining this dark line going right along the edge here. So I left that white border on there, but I'm going to darken it in using this. Now to do this, you need somewhat of a steady hand just to do this. But I'm just going along the line, outside line of the flower. Not trying to be perfect, just kind of doing my thing here. And there it is, almost done. And then I'll go ahead and do the other one. Okay, so you see that has that heavy black line around it? Looks so artsy to me. Oops. That's what I have. And another one there, another one there. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. So now I'm going to just go ahead and color in the next one. Okay, so here's what we've got so far. Our cute little flowers. And what I did was, since we're doing a Layer It Up challenge, I just cut another circle from another flower and I just layered it on top of this. Add some dimension to it. So really cute idea. Okay, so now we're going to start. We need our sentiment. So I'm going to stamp on here. Let's see. Just for you. I think that'll fit. So let me go a little bit wider. So I want that to have a border also. So just for you, stamp that on there. And I need a black border for this. So look what I'm doing to make my border. And then I'm just going to cut it out. Yep, create my own border. I think that'll work. Okay, and then I can just cut that out. Or you can get a black piece of paper and glue it on top and create your border. And there you go. I can add a little bit of blue in there too. Maybe just right around there. Just a little bit. See, I'm not using anything fancy. And that'll go on my tag as well. Okay, so let's start putting our tag together. Oh, let me punch my hole in that too. The hole is already there, the circle for the hole. So I'm just gonna punch that out. Start putting my tag together. It's gonna look adorable, and I'm not gonna have it straight on. Just like that. Okay, and let's layer it up. Add another dimension on here. Okay. And I don't believe I have my little pokey tool with me. There was something I forgot. But this can work. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a little bit of glue on here. And I don't want this to be like right in the border, just overlapping just a little bit there. And the other one I'm just going to put right there. Yep, that's going to look cute. So you can make so many of these tags. I love making tags. They're small, they're easy to do, especially if you don't want to spend like a whole day crafting, but you do want to get something done. Tags are perfect. And they're perfect for paper crafters too. I am addicted to making tags. Okay, let's put a little bit of my art glitter glue on there. Just adding that little bit of dimension. And that's another layer. And I want my just for you to fit right there. But I'm going to layer it up. I like this challenge because it's something I do anyway. Add layers to my cards or my tags. These would look nice on a card as well. You can take this and just glue it right onto the card and put your little sentiment on there. Happy birthday or thinking of you. So it's a really nice card idea. So I'm hoping that you're inspired by this. Look how adorable that looks. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pop this out. I want that flower to be over it just a little bit. Just go in just a little bit of my black there. That black border really makes that pop. Okay, so I'm going to need something in these white spaces here. So I'm going to take what I was doing at the top with the dots and do it right here. Just make it fun. Don't think about it too much. Just do it. If you think it needs something, just go ahead and add to it. Okay, and then I have to go ahead and circle them with my gel pen. I hope y'all are getting a few ideas. Even if you get 1 or 2 ideas, it's still great. Because you may want to use the same idea in the layout of your cards. Or maybe there's an embellishment you're working on. You can do the same thing. This Sunflower Wishes stamp set is probably one of my favorites. I've used it plenty of times and the results are just always new and different. Okay, so now I'm going to take some baker's twine. Just add my tag, and I've got to add some sparkle to this. So stay tuned, because I'm going to add some sparkle. Okay, so I'm going to use the clear, the crystal stickles, and these are great for paper crafters. Add some sparkle to your card, and I'm just going to go over these little dots, make them shine even more, and that's like adding another layer, right? Layer it up. Do these over here. I'm even going to do the black ones on here. Let me just go over here first. I don't want to touch that too much because this takes a little bit to dry. See, I'm just squeezing little dots out on this. Just putting some right on there. Add another dimension to this. And I love the texture of these stickles. How adorable. I hope you all can see this on camera, how this is really popping. Making my tag look so adorable. I'm going to see if I can hold that up carefully, but I'll also show you the other one that I did. And look how artsy that looks. Absolutely adorable. See if you can see that toward the light. So I think I met the layer it up challenge. I'll make sure I put everything that I used for this below. Here's the other one. I just outlined in red on there. That's the only difference with that. But look how that black outline is so vibrant on that. Absolutely adorable. And this is the one that should be dry by now. Yeah, this one is dry. Had to leave that for a little bit. So I accidentally touched this earlier, but no one's going to really notice that. But look how those colors look so pretty together. So I hope you had fun watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I will put all the information you need for those stamp sets and also the Stamp of the Month Club for Maymay Made It. And I will see you real soon. Bye.